Well, g'day, and welcome back again to Zhaoqing. And today we're just out on the bike. We've just, bumps here. We've just picked up a couple of frisbees that I ordered a while back from the Frisbee Association, which stashed away in the back behind us. And yeah, we're just taking a ride back. We're sort of still playing around with this camera on the bike, trying to get the best settings and stuff. I've adjusted the volume on the microphone a little bit because that was coming through a little bit distorted in a couple of places on videos, so hopefully things are working a little better now on that front. So yeah, we're just playing around, seeing how things work here, and figured, yeah, we'll take you for a little ride on our way back home, give you a look around the city. Well, some of the city, not all of the city. Yeah, so we've got big, actually let's just duck back. These shops here, there's a few of these places which are all sort of frozen stuff. So we've got quite a big one here, quite a big one next door, and then there's another couple of them up just past here, and they're just full of freezers. Actually, we'll duck into this little section in here and have a look. I've not been in here before. So in here we have, looks like more of the same. Okay. So it's all sort of frozen food, so frozen meats. I'll have various types of frozen foods. But yeah, it's all just freezers. So we see meatballs, lots of sausages and that sort of stuff. Wow, so yeah, this is obviously where you come for frozen goods. And then we'll head back out onto the main sort of drag, and we've got a new store opening up on our left up here, which we've got imported beef, food, condiments, and then over this side, okay, I don't think these are just advertising the space. Coffee, tea, bread, cake, ice cream, who knows? But I think I'm going to come back, have a little explore through that area, see what sort of frozen foods they have available. This here on the left here, this used to be a park on this little corner here, but we can see they're building this new big office building. And then they've got this bit of a sort of roof over the top of us, which when they first built this, I just thought they were being nice to people on the footpath. Get them out of the rain when it's raining, get them out of the sun when it's sunny. But no, I think it's actually for this building on our left. If things actually fall off the building site, keep people protected. So, where are we here now? So if we head off to our right, that heads down along the lake down towards sort of the Beer Street and stuff. Up to our left will take us up towards the river, and then straight ahead we're going to head through in towards town. So yeah, we'll find our way through. You see, it's not too busy at the moment. It's just while we wait for these lights. Check out the time. It is now 20 to 2 in the afternoon, and yeah, just waiting for our lights so we can be on our way. Trying to decide whether we're going to stay on this side. No, I think we're going to stay on this side of the road up here. Work our way through. So we'll head down to Paifong Square, and then we're going to turn left from there up towards the river, maybe head back down through the tourist street. Have a look how things are looking up there. Okay, and on we go. So we'll keep it fairly slow and steady up through here. Hey, bumps. So there's a nice gate over there on our right. Where's that going into? It's just going into the parking area, I think. Okay. On our left here, a lot of bike shops. So scooters, motorbikes. Mostly fairly small. Most of the bikes and scooters you see around the place are sort of 125cc, which by Australian standards that's pretty small, but they don't tend to ride like we do. Oh, here's the old CT110. So I used to ride these for a job, but very much different to what we see here. Wow, that looks pretty good actually. So Honda Cross Cub CC110. We used to have working for the post office, CT110 was the bike we used to use with the post office. They were really, really good little bikes. Very, very good pastry shop here, the Dynasty Cake Shop. Apparently was part of the Dynasty Hotel, which closed before I got here. Apparently that had good restaurants and the like way back. Actually, we might head up past the Dynasty Hotel. We'll show you where the site was, but yeah, I've never seen it operational. It was closed well before I got here. But yeah, that cake shop back there, there's actually 3 of them now. So they had 2 when I first got here. There's one here, there's one up on the next sort of big major street up the way, and they've just opened one down near the sports stadium, which is pretty cool. Then on our left up here is the bus station. Well, I think it's still the bus station. It certainly used to be the bus station. It does all look closed actually at the moment, so maybe they've moved the buses off somewhere else. So this sort of cage door used to be where you would go in to buy bus tickets and stuff. This is the entrance to one of the tunnels under the road, so this will lead us over to the shopping centre over the road here, and then another tunnel crossing over will lead you over to Darren Far, which is the sort of main of the 2 shopping centres. The street on our left here will take you a lot of old restaurants, well, one old restaurant, but it occupies a lot of space. A lot of the street frontage, a lot of different buildings and stuff, all involved with the one restaurant. And then up the far end, they actually close the street off of an evening, and they have markets set up in the street, which we've been and looked at before. We might go and have another look at sometime soon. A lot of restaurants and the like up here. And then we have Star Lake Hotel on our left, which is really, really nice hotel. They do have a rotating restaurant up on the top floor there, which we might have to try and get up there sometime and do a video and have a look at the view from up there. It'd be really nice. Paifong Square coming up on our right, and these little side sort of off-roads for bikes are really good, but we're going to actually get out of here, get up onto the main drag up through here onto the footpath, because yeah, it's a bit chaotic around that corner, the corner coming up that path. People come around that corner really fast on bikes and not a whole lot of care and attention, so we're going to sort of avoid that a little bit. So we've got a crosswalk just up the way here. We're going to get across the road, we're going to head up to our right here a little ways, and oh, we're just about to get a green light too. Perfect timing. Okay, over we go. Okay, and we're heading back to the footpath here. Same reason, just it's a little bit chaotic as we come around that corner. Well, it's not now actually by the look of it, but it can be. So yeah, coming up on our left just up here is where the old Dynasty Hotel used to be, which is all closed off. So this whole huge big complex through here was I believe all part of it, or maybe this part here wasn't it, but certainly up just a wee bit further certainly was. Oh, shut up with your tooting. So on our left here was the Dynasty Hotel. It's all sort of been closed off now, and yeah, it's been vacant like this for a long time, but hopefully they do something with the site, because it's a great site right in the middle of the city. We've actually got the shopping centre over on our right has just closed as well. Sort of the outside shops are still there, but they've actually closed the inside part of the shopping centre. That's all going to be refurbished, but we've still got the Dynasty Hotel on our left. It's a huge big building. Yeah, it's bloody massive. Right, we're going to pop up now. We're going to duck down to our left through this little alleyway down here, and this is going to take us through to this little lake in the middle of the city. There's a lot of school areas around here. It's a nice little spot. Very pleasant, fairly quiet with traffic and stuff. Does get busy at school finishing time and stuff. There's, what have we got? We've got a kindergarten right here on our right. We've got 2 schools back around, sort of back behind us. And yeah, it does get very busy at school coming out time, but the rest of the time it's pretty good. It's a nice little spot. Okay, now we're going to, oh, people playing mahjong there. Very popular, of course. Okay, we're good for traffic. Have a hospital here on our right. Quite a fair sized hospital. Okay, and what else can we see up here? We've got a few kids wandering around, so they're still on sort of lunchtime. They'll be back at school at, I think, 2 o'clock, so yeah, they're still wandering around, killing a bit of time. Okay, from here we're going to actually head Which way are we going to head? We're going to head back around to our left. Get back up to the main street. And then, oh, this is all sort of locked off and difficult to get into. Cars parked everywhere. Yeah, so from here we're going to head up towards the crosswalk in the middle of town. So big kindergarten on our left here. Very, very busy here as well when you come here about 4:30, 4:45. But it's fun walking past around that time, watching all the kids come out, all really excited. It's a very, very bumpy little road, this one. The brickwork down here could do with some fixing up a little bit. Sneak past here, take up the whole road. People do here, they spread out over the whole footpath, and then a surprise when people push them out of the way. It's a little bit of sort of common sense would not go astray at times here in China. The other thing that often gets me is people just don't sort of pick a direction to go in. When, you know, for me, back in Australia, if I was walking down the footpath, someone was coming the other way, I would always go just straight to the left because we drive on the left. Here, I've sort of swapped that habit around. I always go to the right, and so many people just don't. You never know what people are doing. It can be quite frustrating at times. We haven't missed a red light. These guys are just not following the rules. Okay. So they've recently changed the traffic lights here. It used to be here that both directions of traffic would go up once, and all the crossing lights would be green at the same time. But that's yeah, they've just changed the pattern. I don't know why they did it, but it seems to work better. Which way have we got going now? Trying to look at who. Okay, the green light's over the other side there. So this building in front of us on the right, we actually, when we first came here, we actually lived right up in the top of this building. It was my first home here in China. It was a nice spot to be, right in the middle of the city. Quick walk down to the lake, quick walk up to the river, and all the shopping areas here. It was a good spot to be. And then we're just about to get a green light here. So this building in front of us, where we used to live, if we we're not actually going to go in there today, but inside here is all technical stuff. If you need computers fixing, phones fixing, you need to buy any electronic stuff, speakers and the like, this is the place to go. They got first floor and the basement level, and then around the outside we've got a lot of these phone repair places. So yeah, all that sort of technical stuff happens down here. It's a it's a good little spot. There are other shops dotted in between. well, it used to be, I'm not sure if there still is, there used to be an English school upstairs here. I don't know if they're still there or not. It's been a while. There was a marriage shop there. Actually, there's a wedding shop further up the road here. We might just slow down as we go past there and we'll give you a little look. We did sort of talk about this in, I can't even remember which video. I think it was a video in Yun Fu about the wedding stuff that people wear here, but I'm not going to try and remember which video that was and link to it because stop in the middle of the path. Goodness me. Yeah, trying to find that video because it was in another video and we just sort of spoke about stuff in the middle of it. But where's this wedding shop? I think it's this one just here. No, it's not that one. Here we go. So we can see the ladies in a wedding will actually buy two dresses. You have the traditional wedding dress over here, traditional white, sort of Western style, and then the Chinese style here, which that one's really not very red. Often they are very, very red. Red with gold sort of embellishments and stuff. So yeah, they'll actually have two costumes. I don't know that the men do. I've got a feeling the men might as well have your traditional sort of black suit, and then also a sorry, look at this. We're on a bike path and people are just parked, filled up the entire path so that you can't actually use the path as it's meant to be used. It's one of those things we've talked about before about people not really caring about what anyone else does, which is good in a way because it means you can sort of be yourself. If you want to dress up in cosplay stuff and walk around, you can and stuff. But there are times when, you know, I do wish people would think about others a little bit more. Same here, we've got what's meant to be a footpath through here and people have just filled it up with bikes. So people doing the right thing, walking off the road, have to then walk into the traffic. It's yeah, I don't let it bother me too much anymore. It used to frustrate the hell out of me. But yeah, I've got to remember, it's oh, what have we got happening here? Police. So that's Frankel's brother-in-law's shop. The police hanging out there taking photos. I'm guessing they'll be wandering down the road. So this big area on our right here, can't remember if we mentioned it before, that's actually all the government sort of offices for the Zhaoqing district government, which I had heard they were moving out to Dinghu. They were going to move all them government offices out there. That was back before COVID, and I think our old campus was going to be part of that plan, but we've still got our old campus out at Dinghu. The government haven't moved, so I don't know if that's sort of just haven't got around to it yet, if it's still happening or if they've changed plans. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, big crowd of kids here on our right, getting ready to head back to school, no doubt. So they will have been in one of the sort of bedding areas where kids go to rest after lunch. A couple of teachers I saw there with them, so they'll be ready to walk the students back to school, ready for afternoon classes. We see a lot more here on the sidewalk. So yeah, they will have all been out in sort of sleeping areas, chilling out whilst they wait for their school to reopen. Go and have a sleep after lunch. Right, we'll drop in behind this bike, let these guys go first because we're just dawdling along. Oh, we see school bus up in front of us. So yeah, we've got the primary school back behind us, big primary school, another middle school on our left back behind us. I think there's another school up here somewhere as well. I can't remember exactly where. There's schools dotted and hidden away everywhere here. So right, so normally we would head back down this road on our right, sort of go down around the riverside of the old wall. Just going to go down a little bit further. So we go up the hill here, we'll head up to the sort of main road that runs along the river. But we're going to head back down below that road. It's a little back street, which back before they opened this road up here, when I first got here, this street down here was really busy. And you'll see when we get there, it's a really small, very narrow, it's only 2 lanes, 1 lane each way. But it was just jam-packed all the time. And now with that street up above us open, this is a lovely, quiet little place. A lot of interesting little shops and things down along here. Especially as you head back the other way, sort of heading in towards the city. There's a lot more interesting stuff down that way, which we might have to go have a look at sometime. Yes, and just a nice, quiet little road. It's now sort of hidden away, and not many people come down this way, so it's just a quiet little spot to head back to school. Just trying to see what we have of interest down here. I enjoy walking along here because it's nice just to stop and look into some of these shops, but riding past is not as much to see. We're not sort of stopping so much. Over here on our right is a sports stadium, which would be one of the main, I think this was probably the main sports stadium in Zhaoqing before they built the new stadium and the whole stadium area. But we've been in there a couple of times. I did a video in there one day. We went to play frisbee. They actually do frisbee competitions in there. They also do athletics training in there, which I do want to get back and do a video about that, because that was, they were doing that one day when we were there watching the frisbee, and that was really interesting to watch their training and stuff. I quite enjoyed that. And good mix of kids from really young right through to adults taking part in athletics. This up here on our right, we have a restaurant here, which is quite an old restaurant, sort of fish restaurant, I believe, mainly fish and stuff like that. There was a couple of girls in here, a couple of young girls. I think the youngest one would have been maybe 10, the other one was 12, 13, who were learning English. They'd come and every time I used to walk past, they'd always come out and have a chat and practice their English with me. But haven't seen them for a couple of years now. So the older one's probably off in middle school. Quite likely she's actually living on campus. She seemed like a very bright young lady, so probably got into a really good middle school where they actually live on campus and stuff. And the younger one, I don't know if her older sister's not coming. Maybe she's decided she doesn't want to come to the restaurant and hang out. So haven't seen them for a while. Do miss them. They were good fun to chat to. Comprehensive school here. I believe this on our right is some kind of business school. Again, so the same as we do in the medical school here in Zhaoqing. This is all high school age students, so 15, 16, 17, 18, who aren't on the academic track at high school, so they go into a sort of more practical sort of thing to complete their schooling in something more relevant to what they're going to do in their life, which, yeah, it's a good way to do things. I know when I was that age, if I'd continued and gone through high school, I would have done really badly because I just wasn't in a headspace for it. But if they'd sent me to a school that was actually sort of more practical, I think I'd have enjoyed it much more, but maybe not. I was a bit over the whole school thing by that age. So we're coming to the end of this road. We're going to turn right and we'll be back into our school. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that little ride back with us. Still trying to get all the stuff with this camera and microphone sort of linked up right so we get decent quality, but hopefully we're getting closer to what we need, and then we'll actually start doing some more definitive rides around the place. We're actually going to pull in right by the guard shack when we get back and get the bike plugged back in and charged up. We've just lost 1 bar of energy, so we have 5 bars when it's fully charged. We're down to 4, and I don't generally go any further than that. It seems to drop. Seems to drop from 4 to 3 very quickly, and then 3 to 2 very quickly. Hangs on 5 for a long time, so I'm not entirely sure how long 2 and 1 last. We are going to sometime get out, maybe one Saturday, and we're just going to ride up and down along the river and see how far we get. And I'm going to keep an eye on the kilometres and check how many kilometres we get on 5 bars, how many kilometres we get on 4 bars, 3 bars, 2 bars and the like, just to so I've got some idea of when I'm actually riding along, how far it goes, and we'll ride the bike until it's dead, and see how things go. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that little ride, that little look around here. If you have, hit that like button, share with friends, subscribe to the channel. We're actually heading out later this afternoon. We're actually going to go out and do a video I've been talking about making for a while, which will be having a look at the criminal code here in China. We're actually going to go through some of that and have a look through, so keep an eye out for that. If you've got any questions, comments, hit that comment section. And if you have any ideas, things you'd like to learn about life here in China, again, hit down in that comment section, let us know, and we will endeavour to do some research and get back to you with that idea. So yeah, hit us up in the comment section, let us know what you'd like to learn about, and we'll do that for you. So thanks for watching, everybody. Take care, and we will see you all in the next one. Cheers.